Hello. I want to cover something that's kind of important. It's Project Homecoming from President Trump. Uh, there's some pretty decent aspects to it, and it's got some arguable aspects to it, and we're going to get a couple of different views on it. First, we're going to hear it from Trump's mouth, and then we're going to move on to some other points of view. So we'll just let Trump take it from here.
I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens. We are making it as easy as possible for illegal aliens to leave America. Any illegal alien can simply show up at an airport and receive a free flight out of our country. We have also launched a phone app called CBP Home. That's CBP Home, where illegals can book a free flight to any foreign country. As long as it's not here, you can go anywhere you want. We're also adding a very important exit bonus for illegals to further incentivize their self-deportation. This deportation bonus will save American taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. What Biden did to this country can never be explained, will never, ever be accepted. Eventually, when the illegals are gone, it will save us trillions of dollars. However, if illegal aliens choose to remain in America, they're remaining illegally and they will face severe consequences. Illegal aliens who stay in America face punishments including significant jail time, enormous financial penalties, confiscation of all property, garnishment of all wages, imprisonment and incarceration, and sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion. So to all illegal aliens who book your free flight right now, we want you out of America, but if you're really good, we're going to try and help you get back in. Thank you.
Well, that is from Trump himself. Now, something from somewhere else, may be a bit of a different view. Just listen very carefully, and you will spot some of the differences. Some of them just they're not glaring, but if you listen to it, you'll understand that they do have a different opinion about
it. Free flights and cash bonus. These are just some of the things that Trump plans to reward those with who plan to self-deport from the United States. Let's just take you inside Trump's new plan for migrants who self-deport from the United States. Donald Trump has signed an executive order establishing a new self-deportation program offering free flights and cash bonuses to undocumented migrants to help them leave America voluntarily. Titled Project Homecoming, this new program will end up saving taxpayers billions and billions of dollars, is what Trump claims in a video announcing the signing of this order. This report brings you the details.
U.S. President Donald Trump has come up with a new policy in his quest to free America of illegal immigrants. Trump ordered the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to recruit at least 20,000 officers who can ensure the smooth enforcement of his new self-deportation policy dubbed as Project Homecoming. Trump recently shared a video on Truth Social announcing the latest update in his visa policy. The Trump government launched the first ever self-deportation program that allows illegal immigrants to exit the country via the CBP Home app.
Today I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens. We are making it as easy as possible for illegal aliens to leave America. Any illegal alien can simply show up at an airport and receive a free flight out of our country.
The self-deportation program offers free flights for illegal immigrants to any foreign country to ensure their exit from the U.S. It also incentives self-deportation through a $1,000 exit bonus. Trump claims that with the deportation bonus, the US will save American taxpayers billions. Trump threatened harsh punishments for those who don't self-deport, including legal repercussions, prison sentences, large fines, asset seizures, and wage garnishment. Trump also condemned former President Biden's term for his lax policy on illegal immigrants. Biden had launched the CBP One app to help individuals seeking asylum or entering the U.S. through certain channels to schedule appointments at ports of entry. Yet under Trump, the app has been weaponized to target illegal immigrants. Trump also revoked visas of international students and workers, including those under F1 and H1B visas, due to student support for pro-Palestinian protests. Trump has made it clear there's no negotiating with illegal immigrants. For him, it is America first and only for Americans. Bureau Report, NDTV World.
They said they wanted to deport anybody that supported the pro-Palestinian protest. That's not exactly true. They want to deport anyone who violently protests and is using language, whether it be in person, online, or on television, or that indicates that they may be supporting and calling to violence individuals who are pro-Palestinian. We're trying to bring about peace here, and when people do things like that, it makes that process extremely complicated and difficult. One more to go. This is from Fox News. They are notoriously and yet proudly right-leaning, not extreme, but but it's enough to notice. So let's get their take on that.
Well, let's begin with Project Homecoming now. The Trump administration's charter flights to help willing immigrants, those who came here illegally, self-deport to their home countries. The Department of Homeland Security is sharing this video of that flight from Houston to Honduras and Colombia. 64 of those illegal immigrants boarded that charter jet free of charge. Officials handed out food and children's toys for each ride, and each person was given a $1,000 stipend for their cooperation. Now remember, this was the incentive that was promised by President Trump shortly after he came into office. He's been talking about this for weeks, and now it's happening. Now those illegal aliens will have a chance to legally return to the United States. Well, let's begin with...
So, some talking points. DHS under Trump administration is facilitating voluntary self-deportation of illegal aliens, flying them home or wherever they want to go, as long as it's not a U.S. destination, for free. Go where you want to. Leave the United States, you go anywhere you want to, and we'll pay for the trip, the entire trip. No questions asked. Just get on the plane, tell us where you want to go. The first reported flight was from Houston to Honduras and Colombia, with 64 individuals on board. Each participant received food, and toys for children, and $1,000 stipend. Now, in some of those countries that these people may want to go to, $1,000 US, that's a lot of money, So that's not chicken feed, but as stated, it's better to pay them that once to get them on a plane than to keep paying them over and over and over again when they have not been productive in their stay here in the United States. Now, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem emphasizes it costs about $4,500 per person to self-deport. That's grand total. All right, versus up to $17,000 for forced deportation. Huge difference there. And if I had a choice between two parking places, curbside, and the one was the 1 meter was 50 cents and one was 25 cents, I'm taking the 25-cent one. It's common sense. And encouragement of voluntary compliance offers a path for legal re-entry. They can come back. See, that's the thing. They're not forced out forever. They can come back. Please come back. Just come back legally. That's all. Now, the hope is that this will deter future illegal immigration in favor of taking the legal path. There's skepticism using financial incentives over enforcement to uphold immigration law. It's been argued that the approach lacks deterrent power and might incentivize illegal entry with the hope of future payments. Well, these people go on a registry though. They're not going to go and get a plane to Mexico, come back up, get a plane to Mexico, come back up, get a plane to Mexico. And besides, all of that stuff has got to cost those people more than the $1,000 that they would receive for self-deporting. So if it's going to cost you more to do something than you're actually making, it's bad business. It's not something that would be productive, really. Now, one could say, like, it's like paying criminals not to commit crimes, and it may send the wrong message. I've heard that argument, and I have to tell you that that's not the same thing. Very careful steps are being taken on this whole self-deportation thing. So these people are not going to come back, like I said, just to keep doing the whole thing over and over again. And currently there is talk, whispers among official channels that says, you know, if we give the bad guys, the gang members, if we give them enough money, maybe they'll stop, you know, breaking into people's houses and killing people, taking their stuff, you know, shooting them in their cars, you know, or flash mobbing someone's business. They won't stop that. That's not how the criminal mind works. Criminal mind says, get what you can, while you can, and don't get caught. Now, as it is right now, they believe that they can do what they want, as much as they want. They can take as much as they want, and there's no price to be paid for it. You start giving them money to pay them not to commit those crimes. They're going to commit those crimes anyway and take the money. Because it's like I said, get as much as you can. That's the rule in the criminal world. Get what you can. Don't worry about anybody else, just you. Now, some favor for the program is a compassionate, symbolic gesture aligned with Trump's message of the second chances for those who follow the law. Some say highlighted highlighted is Trump's willingness to work with longtime immigrants who want to legally be here. They want to legalize their status. Now, if they want to legalize their status, our country, we're going to facilitate that. If I meet a person who was an illegal alien, they self-deported under this program, or self-deported on their own, and then they came back in legally, that person from me will have garnered an incredible amount of respect. Good for you. Oh, I wouldn't mind working with a person like that. I wouldn't mind sitting at the park next to a person like that. I wouldn't mind talking to a person like that in a restaurant. That would, to me, would be a person that is of desirable company. It's the people that come in illegally and do bad things. I have no time for them socially. No time for them socially. Just want to get that out there so people can understand that. Okay, their support for the initiative, calling it humane, transparent, and aligned with the voters' wishes, as the program enables individuals who can't afford deportation or to return home. If a person has come in under cartel connections, that person has been sending, most of their money that they make here, through the stealing and the looting and so forth, so on, to the cartel to pay off their entry into the United States. Now, there's a very good chance that the cartel may actually say things like, okay, you've paid off the principal, now start working on the interest. And that interest might make it so that those people never make enough to pay off that debt. Sending those people back home, where they may have supportive programs, family, friends, is a much more humane thing to do than to let that happen to them. Now, it is in stark contrast with the previous border conditions under which cartels would involve inhumane treatment, danger, suffering, and even death to some people. There are people died who go over illegally because of cartel behavior. And it's a respectful, lawful, and safer alternative for migrants. Notice now I'm saying migrants, not illegal aliens. Illegal aliens come in illegally, and migrants come in legally. Big difference. We should emphasize that the people involved here are illegal aliens, not just migrants. Many media outlets simply refuse to acknowledge the illegal part. And if you're going to make a statement, make the whole statement. Don't make half a statement. And they have to understand when a news outlet does that, and you're watching the news, they're looking to tweak your emotions. They're looking to tweak your emotions. They're looking to make you angry. And they want to bring you around to a certain way of looking at things, just so you can be angry and support something, even if you know it's destructive. Don't let anyone tweak your emotions. Do not let your emotions make decisions for you. That is a very bad thing to do. People will use your emotions against you. There's a strong argument that Biden's policies removed deterrence, increased illegal immigration, and last strategic enforcement. But Trump's Project Homecoming is a reclaiming of authority, commitment to legal immigration. So now the United States is taking back that power over our own borders. It's a horrendous thing that happened over the past 4 years. And there will be people who are, they call themselves liberals, or they call themselves conservatives. And personally, I think that a conservative is a person who believes in preserving things that work the way they are. All right, if you want to prove something, make something better, that's progressive, that's good. The word liberal can be tossed around pretty harshly sometimes. Liberal is not always bad. Sometimes you can do things liberally that are productive. And I want to make this perfectly clear. And this is really important. So listen, here it comes. I do not disagree completely with the liberal point of view. And neither do I agree completely. And the same for the conservative point of view. It's okay to be conservative on some things and progressive on others. It's perfectly all right. There's nothing wrong with that. So stay away from people and news sources that tweak your emotions. Hard to do. Believe me, I know it's hard to do. But it's not impossible. And if you are still watching those particular outlets, listening to those particular people talk, don't allow them to push your buttons. Don't allow them to tweak your emotions. People might say, well, you don't have any choice about how you feel, but you do have a choice about how you feel about it. Scratch that. You do have a choice about what you do about how you feel. That is probably a better thing to say. So, I just wanted to drop those culture thoughts into your lap and help you to think about things a little bit. I'm not trying to influence your point of view. I'm not trying to change your mind about anything. I am simply saying that just perhaps, there is a better way to handle things that are happening in our lives. I don't know what all those things are, considering all the things that could be happening. It's impossible for me to know. But that doesn't rule out the idea that there could be a better way to go about dealing with it all. Don't be too hard on yourself. That is such a powerful, self-destructive thing. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't get cocky either. So, I'm going to leave you with those thoughts. God bless you. God bless America.